gosh, we have poppers.
Yeah,
we poppers.
Oh,
Can I blow it? Let me see it.
I
There it
heard.
went.
Yeah, it doesn't make noise.
Oh.
Yeah, I know it's a little
We heard it's your
anticlimactic, but it's your
birthday.
birthday.
It is. So it was this 40th anniversary of my 16th birthday.
Yeah, I heard.
Yep,
Congratulations.
yep, thank
40
you.
is a great year.
It was fantastic. And I mean, I feel important because, I mean, did you guys hear what you guys did for me yesterday?
What did we do for you?
All the Tyler media signs around Oklahoma City, the electronic digital billboards, said "Happy Birthday, Noble" from your friends at Tyler Media with my picture.
Aren't we
So
the best?
what I got from that was I've arrived at rare status. It's me, Madonna, and Prince. One name only needed. It said "Happy Birthday, Noble." It didn't say Noble McIntyre.
Noble.
Happy Birthday, Noble. So Prince and Madonna have nothing on me. I'm tied. I'm equal.
Well, happy birthday, old man.
Thank you.
Because you're catching up with me.
I don't know how much longer I can pull off this pretty boy look, but I've got it for now. But maybe this is probably my last year. Here's
Yeah,
what's
that's right. You enjoy it while you can.
I don't know if here's what's sad. Maybe I told you guys already. So I had to fill out my passport renewal. Did I tell you this? I had to fill out my passport. It expired. And so my whole life I fill that stuff out. I had to renew it, and it got to eye color, brown, hair color. I always put black. I had to put gray.
Oh.
I'm like, oh my gosh, at least have a box for silver.
Right?
I had to check the gray box.
That's rough, no.
My staff gave me my own bobblehead yesterday with gray hair.
Yeah, you're a silver fox now.
Oh my gosh, it's hurt. It hurts my surgically repaired heart.
All right, well, on this Free Legal Advice Friday, happy birthday, bro.
Thank you.
Noble McIntyre's who we're talking to with McIntyre Law, and got an interesting and I thought really straight up Oklahoma question.
It is. It says, I own the land where I raise hay and cows. There's no house on this land, but I'm concerned about the risk of trespassers injuring themselves and potentially suing me. Do I need to maintain liability insurance for the property?
Well, as an attorney, I will tell you it's always good to have liability insurance because even if you've done nothing wrong, it doesn't keep somebody with $279 from filing a lawsuit. That's the filing fee to file a lawsuit. Okay. And if somebody sues you, even if you're completely innocent, you will have to defend yourself. And sometimes you can do it without an attorney, and sometimes you have to, and it can become very, very expensive. And so insurance will provide you an attorney to defend you at no cost to you as part of the insurance. So it's always good to have insurance. It's a very, very cheap policy to protect yourself. So in that regard, yes, because if you get sued, even for something where you're not going to lose, at least it's paying your lawyer fees. Now, with respect to whether you'd owe responsibility and damages to somebody, if somebody's a trespasser, you're not going to owe them damages unless it was an attractive nuisance and it was something like kids. So, you know, you've got these cases where these pump jacks go up and down. Kids don't recognize dangers the same as adults.
Yeah.
And if they can get in there, sometimes they get in there and try to ride those things up and down. Number of kids have lost arms, legs, and have been killed. It's considered an attractive nuisance. It attracted them to that nuisance. Okay. And so that's why they have to put fences and gates around them. So ordinarily, no, a trespasser, even if they get injured, you're not going to owe them a responsibility. Doesn't mean they can't sue you. Doesn't mean you won't have to defend yourself. You won't lose damage-wise unless it's something where it was an attractive nuisance and it was a kid.
Wow. Well, real quick, let's ask the second one. We got time here. So in a small town like ours, Stroud, what are the most common personal injury cases you actually see? Is it farm accidents, oil field work, car wrecks on the turnpike? And are they handled differently? It's
a very good question. In a lot of towns, you can go a whole year and nobody has a claim because you have a limited number of people, and so you don't have as many cars on the road and things like that. The primary injury in a small town, if there's a business in that town, is going to be a workers' compensation claim. And so because everybody's got to go to work. So, for instance, I grew up in Burns Flat, Oklahoma. The two largest employers were the public school system and a company called Janeway, which doesn't exist anymore, which made floor mats and carpets for cars. And those are the areas where people are most likely to get injured versus occasionally somebody will have a little fender bender, but it's 35 miles an hour through town. It's not going to be that serious. So the primary claim is a workers' compensation claim. Now, in a small farming community, yes, you can get farm-related injury accidents on heavy equipment. A lot of those farms, though, are family-owned. And so it's family members out there working, and they're not filing lawsuits against each other. It's tragic. Somebody gets hurt, loses a finger, an arm, dies. Nothing comes of that. It's only if they have an employee. But the number one claim in a small town for where there's businesses is going to be a workers' compensation claim. Even if it's in an office environment, people picking up a box, turn wrong, you can hurt your back. So that's the primary claim. Are they handled differently? No. It's the same claim under the law, whether you get injured in Oklahoma City or whether you get injured in Burns Flat. The difference being presenting the case to a jury. If I present the case to a jury in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma County, the jurors they bring in, the likelihood that they're going to have ever even heard of the incident itself or the defendant or the plaintiff is very, very, very remote. In a small town, everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
And so, in Burns Flat, you'd have your case over in Cordell, which is 14 miles away. Everybody knows everybody. So they're going to have heard, if a chiropractor hurts somebody, they're going to know the chiropractor. Half of them went there. If a doctor malpracticed, that doctor delivered half the babies. And so people are going to know the doctor. And then if it's the plaintiff, they all went to school together. I mean, people stay out there for generation after generation. And so it's different in presenting it to a jury trial because you have those issues that come into play.
I will tell you, that's why we do this segment. In fact, I'm getting now texts from my personal friends asking me to ask you these questions. And I say, no, you need to contact Noble.
Yeah, there's a way to do that, not there?
Are you ready?
I am. 777-7000.
Nice segue, birthday boy.
I can do this radio stuff. If law doesn't work out, my next career, radio.
You can't even miss Noble. He goes by one name.
One name. Me, Madonna, and Prince.
Just Noble.
One name only.
So look for Noble. If you still want to email us.
Well, you don't laugh while I'm still here. It's when I leave that you could have this type of reaction.
No. I want to make sure I do this in front
that
of
is
you.
that is very hurtful to my surgically repaired heart. It hurts. It hurts badly.
What address were you trying to throw out
Ask Noble at tylermedia.com if you want to send an email to us. And we'll get it to Noble.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the rest of your birthday, bud, and thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me.